That was House of the Rising Sun remix by Trap Motion. Welcome to the Rise Weekly Review for April 11th through April 18th, 2022. A man was killed in a South Shore shooting on Monday the 11th. Around 5:30 p.m., 26-year-old Decari Williams was leaving a store on the 2000 block of East 71st Street. According to reports, someone began opening fire on Williams, striking him in the chest, arm, and thigh. He was taken to the University of Chicago Medical Center where he passed away from his injuries. Anyone with information on this or other Chicago crimes is asked to contact 311 or leave an anonymous tip at cpdtip.com. A 14-year-old girl was injured in a South Shore shooting Saturday. According to reports, around midnight, the girl had left a party on the 7800 block of South Kingston. Police say an argument broke out at the party and someone she knew told her to leave or she would be shot. As she left the party, she was grazed by a bullet in the shoulder. She was taken to Comer Children's Hospital and last reported in good condition. On Thursday, a person was killed in a car crash on the east side. According to witnesses, around 12:40 a.m., the person was driving eastbound at a high rate of speed on the 3200 block of East 106th Street when they struck a guardrail. The driver suffered head and body trauma and passed away at the scene. No further information was publicly released as to the identity of the driver. An Illinois state trooper was injured while assisting a motorist on Sunday. Around 7 p.m., the state trooper was assisting a motorist stopped on the right side of the road on the southbound lane of I-94 near 138th Street. According to reports, a gold Chevrolet swerved off-road and hit the driver's side of the squad car. The trooper, who has not been identified, was released from an area hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The driver was identified as 73-year-old Lily Nelson from Dalton. Nelson is being charged with operation of an uninsured motor vehicle causing bodily harm, passing a vehicle that is on the shoulder of the road, and violations of Scots law. Scots law is a law that requires anyone seeing an emergency vehicle or any vehicle with emergency or hazard lights to slow down and move to another lane. On Wednesday, Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb announced a tax refund to Hoosiers. The tax refund will be in the amount of $125 to Hoosiers who filed their income taxes prior to the April 18th deadline. For those that provided their bank information on their returns, the refund will be automatically direct deposited beginning in May. All other Indiana tax filers will see a paper check mailed sometime in July or August. The additional $125 is separate from other tax refunds that will be received. The refund is part of Indiana state law, which requires a portion of excess tax revenue above 12.5% of planned state funding be returned to Indiana taxpayers. The Indiana budget with a reserve balance of $3.9 billion, or 23% of the year's spending. For more information, please visit the Indiana Department of Revenue at in.gov/DOR. A former Northwest Indiana casino executive with ties to the Indiana Republican Party has pled guilty to charges of tax fraud. John Keeler had led the group that formed Spectacle Entertainment. Spectacle Entertainment purchased the Majestic Casino in 2019. It closed down the Majestic Casino in April 2021 and opened up the Hard Rock Casino in Gary in November of 2021. Keeler, along with his partner Rod Ratcliffe, were also leaders of Centaur Gaming, which owned two horse track casinos in Shelbyville and Anderson in Indiana. Keeler was charged in connection with funneling tens of thousands to the Greater Indianapolis Republican Finance Committee in 2016. Keeler had reportedly directed illegal corporate contributions to Indianapolis Senator Brent Waltz. As part of his plea deal, he admitted to funneling $25,000 to the Republican Political Action Committee associated with the Marion County Republican Party. Keeler's plea deal came a week after Senator Brent Waltz pleaded guilty to federal charges of receiving about $40,000 in illegal campaign contributions. Keeler was named as Waltz's co-defendant in the case. Rod Ratcliffe, who served as Spectacle Entertainment CEO, was not charged with any crimes, but was accused of financial misconduct and subsequently gave up his state casino license. Keeler faces up to 3 years in prison. Waltz faces up to 5 years in prison for each of two felony charges. He initially faced 5 charges, but 3 were dropped, and prosecutors recommended a low sentencing due to his agreement and cooperation. The town of Highland has reached an agreement with the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency and the Indiana Department of Environmental Management over its plans to satisfy violations of the Clean Water Act mandate. Highland was accused by the EPA and IDEM of allowing the town's sewage system to overflow into the Little Calumet River since 2012 and doing nothing to stop it. The town of Highland has agreed to invest close to $71 million over 12 years to update sewer pipes to 36 inches and replace 4 pump stations with a gravity-based system. As part of the agreement, the town will pay a $175,000 penalty for the untreated sewage that went into the Little Calumet River. Each year, the town will also be required to submit a semi-annual progress report. The town will transfer $1.5 million to its capital fund to begin the project and is attempting to file grants from the federal infrastructure bill to offset costs. However, as part of the agreement, Highland residents will see rates increased from $1.61 per 1,000 gallons to $2.06. A settlement with the Sanitary Board in September that set the rates for 10 years saw an almost doubling of wholesale water prices in Hammond, Dyer, Munster, Griffith, and Whiting. The public will have a 30-day period to comment, and final court approval will be required before the agreement is finalized. Over the weekend, Southeast Side residents celebrated the Easter holiday. Area churches and organizations held various events, including several Easter egg hunts. Our Lady of Guadalupe Church held their annual Easter egg hunt in an area parking lot on Monday to kick off Holy Week celebrations. The celebrations included special masses during the week and on Easter. The 10th Ward Alderwoman Susan Sadlowski Garza's office partnered with the Eastside Chamber of Commerce, Burgess Puentes, the 4th District CAPS, and other area groups to host its annual Easter egg hunt at the Calumet Park Fieldhouse. Other area organizations held celebrations, and residents held events with family and friends. The events were held despite rising COVID-19 infections reported in Illinois and Northwest Indiana. While the infection rates have been increasing, the number of reported hospitalizations have decreased, as have the death rates. Both Indiana and Illinois have reduced COVID-19 restrictions and masking requirements. And finally, jobs in manufacturing and industry are continuing to rise, as are salaries due to increased demand. South Suburban College, partnering with the Calumet Area Industrial Commission, is offering a free 80-hour, 5-week training bootcamp to assist area residents in developing the skills needed for a career in manufacturing. The bootcamp will provide students with an introduction to manufacturing, math and measurement skills, resume building, and interview strategies. Classes begin on June 27th and will be offered at George Washington High School, located at 3535 East 114th Street. For more information, please visit the website calumetareaindustrial.com/5week-manufacturing or contact Nancy Burrows at 773-517-3708 or nancy@calumetareaindustrial.com or Melissa Villalobos at 773-535-5725 and ask for the operator, or mvillalobos1 at cps.edu. And that ends our weekly review for April 11th through April 18th, 2022. Thank you for joining us for this week in review. Peace.